Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's menu is Carnitas tacos. Now the carnitas I typically cook in a slow cooker and it takes 7 to 8 hours. But we're gonna switch it up today and use the Instant Pot. And that will make it so much faster, it'll be ready for me in about 1 hour. Typically, when I serve the tacos, I put a wedge of lime on there, some cilantro and avocado. But today I thought I'd add something extra, and that is pickled red onions. I think that tang of the onions is going to really help balance out the rich flavor of the carnitas. So stay tuned. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is slice up my red onions. You can use 1 large onion or 2 small onions. So I went ahead and sliced some and cut them in half. I'm slicing it really thin. This is such a simple recipe. I don't even know why I haven't made this sooner. It doesn't just go with tacos, but I think it goes with a lot of other dishes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish slicing these up. Then I'll show you how to prepare the pickling liquid. That's really easy too. All right, next step is the pickling liquid. I'm in a pot, a medium saucepan, I'm going to add apple cider vinegar, red wine vinegar, sugar, and salt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to my stove and I'm going to bring this to a boil and stir it really well until my sugar and salt dissolves. And then I'm going to come back and show you the rest of the steps. Okay, it's come to a boil, so now I took it off the heat and I'm going to add a pinch of red pepper flakes. You can make it as spicy or as not, depends on how you want it. And this is allspice. And we're going to whisk that in. Let it all melt and, not melt, but incorporate and mix well. It's nicely dissolved. And to this, I'm going to add my sliced red onions. And once it's cooled, then we're going to put it in our glass jar. That's really it. Mix that in, just really mix it in a little bit. It looks like this, okay? And then we'll come back and put it in the jar. All right, so the pickles are cooling in the background and now we're gonna make the carnitas. Now I've doubled my recipe today because my daughter is bringing some friends over and we're gonna have a taco dinner tonight. So what I've done is I've pushed the saute button on the Instant Pot and I've added a good amount of oil, cooking oil to this. It could be any vegetable oil, canola oil. And we wanna brown the meat first. You want to do this in small batches so it can get nice brown, crispy on all sides. So it's going to take a few, what is it? Just be patient. Get it all browned, okay? So we're going to add it on here. And I guess I'll come back and show you what it looks like once they've all been browned and when I add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so we've browned all of the meat. Now because we're doing double the recipe, I took some of it and Pat actually helped me brown some of it in the pan to make it faster. You can choose to not brown it at all and just put it in the Instant Pot. But we like the crispy brown bits on our meat, so looks like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the rest of it in this contraption. Instant Pot. Okay, now to this, I'm going to add my seasonings. It's just salt, black pepper, dried oregano, and ground cumin. And then I'm just going to quickly mix this to try to blend in the flavors here a little bit. Distribute it evenly to the best of my abilities here. And then on top of that, I'm adding onion, just quartered, and 4 garlic cloves goes in. All right, now see if I can figure this out. Close the lid. Pressure cook. I'm gonna put it on pressure cook here, and I'm gonna cook it for an hour. Now, remember, the slow cooker takes 7 to 8 hours. So this is pretty fast. If you don't have an Instant Pot, it's okay. You can do it in the slow cooker. Oops, I went a little bit. There you go, it's 1 hour. Okay, so it's set for an hour, and that's it. We're gonna wait for an hour and it'll be done, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. All right, so here are my pickles. I don't know if you can see that. What I'm going to do now is carefully put the onions in my jar and then pour in the liquid. And then you put it in the refrigerator, and it's ready to eat in about 30 minutes, but it tastes even better once it's been sitting in the refrigerator for days. So we're gonna have some tonight with our tacos and the rest later on. The carnitas, we're making a big batch, so we're gonna have a taco party tonight, but it's great for burritos, it's great for nachos. It's so versatile. And all of our kids, except for Julia, who's a vegetarian, love it. So it's a great one to make on the weekends. Okay, I've put most of my red onions in my jar. I put my jar in a big bowl like this in case any of the liquid falls out, I'll be able to catch it. So I'm gonna pour the liquid in here. The color looks so nice. Just like that. Perfect. Gonna put the lid on it. And then this will go in my refrigerator, and it'll be ready for me to eat when my carnitas are done. Okay everyone, it's all done. It took an hour in the Instant Pot. We've gone ahead and removed the onions and garlic, and then just remove this pork. It came out really tender. I'm gonna just show you. I haven't shredded it yet because I wanted to show you. Let me just take out a couple of pieces here. And remember I said earlier, you can choose to brown it first to get that nice crispy parts to it, or if you don't want to, just put it in an Instant Pot. That's totally up to you. But look how nicely that looks. I don't know if you can see it, Pat, on the camera. Got that little crispy parts on the pork. Let me show you when I shred it. Look how easily that falls apart. Smells really good. I'm going to go ahead and taste a little piece of this. It's so good. What I do is all the juices on the bottom I put back into the pot with the pork, because that really gives it even more flavor. All right, so let's assemble our taco. It's just corn tortilla. Let me see, how am I gonna do this? Let me move everything out of the way. All right, it's just, I just do one layer. Some people do two. It's completely up to you. All right, we're gonna add some pork on here. And then you're gonna squirt some lime. Let me cut out my avocado. I'm gonna do just a little wedge. The avocado is nice and creamy. There's a lot of different flavor profiles going on. You've got the savory pork, you've got the creamy avocado, you've got the tang of the lime juice, a little bit of, oh, I forgot. Remember our pickled onions? Look how pretty, vibrant red this is. Anyway, here's some pickled red onions. We're gonna add it onto our taco like that. Okay, now this is done. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, forgot the cilantro. Remember the pretty color combination here? Okay, this is done. Now, if you wanted to, you can add pico de gallo or green chili, whatever you want to add on top of it, but this is ready, and I'm gonna give it a quick taste. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so delicious. I want to eat more, but I need to explain the flavor. The pickled red onions. It's such a nice addition to this taco. It's got that little tang, the vinegar, a little bit of sweetness, the crunch. It all goes well, so well together. It's such an easy recipe. Like I said, it takes an hour in the Instant Pot, or if you have if you want to put the pork in the morning, come back in the evening after work, it'll be ready for you. If you use a slow cooker, and look at these little condiments. It's so easy to make. This took just 20 minutes to prep and then stick it in the fridge, and now you've got it for any time of the day, for any cuisine. Anyway, I hope you give this recipe a try. I think you're going to really enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and leave comments. Any comments, I don't care. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.